What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Veil World here, back with another video. Hope you liked the last one. Hope you click the like button. Hope you share it and subscribe too. Don't forget to subscribe. About to read y'all some more stories. And I hope you enjoy the video. All right. Alright, my friend Dane, 12F, have a little soul, brother. Much like a sorority, we once took a Hog Boys group photos for the corporate newsletter at a party. And after seeing how the picture turned out, Dane insisted that we take another. Since he was the only one urging for a redo, we asked him why he didn't like the original. Dane was very adept at beating around the bush and did a whole bunch of beating before the truth came out. Because look at the picture. Look how many shoes look. He didn't want the picture circulated because he was humiliated by the perceived size of his sneakers. This was, of course, is something that nobody would ever notice or think twice about. But now we do. Do we ever? Man, bro, that last story was boring. But alright, the last time I almost killed someone. Back in 8th grade, I was playing football in class with a classmate. We were just doing tricks with the balls in the back of class. I stood up and threw the ball under my leg thinking my friend would catch it. Instead of him catching it, my crush caught it and caught it with the back of her head. I threw it with such a force that when it hit her head, her face hit the desk and just clapped back to its original position. In this class, she left early for an unknown reason. I was sitting in class with the same friend eavesdropping, as normal people do, when we overheard one of the girl's friends saying she had got a concussion earlier that week and had to go back to the hospital because some kid hit her in the back of the head with a football today. My friend and I looked at each other and I just committed a murder. Long story short, we never saw her again. I hope I didn't kill her. That's crazy, man.
See, I don't think DDG won, bro. I don't think so. I don't think so. I wasn't even watching this because, like, what DDG, I'm talking about DDG had to before. Yeah, Angel. But someone not is like different because, like, the thing with Soul is like Bill like was there way more. Like DDG, like he posts every day, so his was just like I'm about to say, like it's more like artificial. Like he worked for it. So Illuminati, it was born to be. Like, you know what I mean? There's nobody that can like not post for 8 months, come back and just get a million views because he posted. You know, like.
It's the same thing. Yes, the channel.
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy? The second channel, well, no, like you know, like they look. Well, I'm not about the 40 minute channel. Like going down in spiritual route. The thing about the second channel is that first.
Alright, the next one is quiet. I only got about 4 hours of sleep. It was at 10:30 p.m. and I was on my phone, so I turned off my phone and fell asleep. But when I had a nightmare of a ghost turning off my light and my parent not replying back to me, I went downstairs and bumped into someone. But when I looked up, I woken up. It was a long dream, so I thought it was 7 a.m. But nope, I was in 4:21 a.m. I went to sleep, but my mind feels fresh. It felt like I slept for days. But then I went on my phone until I got bored, then came downstairs and posted this story. Wow.
That sit 28 minutes to talk.
Niggas just watch that whole thing. I was watching the first one.
That's what I'm saying. I was watching it. I'm like, man, I just did it.
I don't even remember you recording. But one, we never, nobody, well, yeah, no one said pretty boy Fredo. But anyways, yeah, he's terrible.
Damn, bro. Every fucking podcast, niggas don't say you're the first thing in the dumb podcast.
So, fuck pretty boy Fredo. Definitely. But like, it's just like, niggas scams and spams, fucking,
No, I don't. That nigga, he scammed his fan.
oh, like, damn it, bro, I don't understand how niggas can get engaged 3-4 different times. Like, if you slow down, he does a video with, Jasmine.
I said that. That's how you know I'm not hating. I'm saying
It's not hate, it's just bad.
broke the fucking millionaire shit. No one gave a fuck, right? And then me and Josh, we have something. We have special news.
That just goes to show, like, doesn't matter how much money you make doing shit like that, like, niggas don't give a fuck like that. They know you rich. They know you rich. We want to see you. I feel like we got that crazy. We lost that Saturday. Now, oh, like, let me show them how much.
Next story is called Ironing a Green Screen by late detective 5596. Whenever I want to ask my husband for help with chores, I remember this is happening and decide I don't need his help after all. Some time ago, my husband finally woke up to use a green screen he had got for years prior. It was big. It was a big metal frame on which you could hang a green material. The green material was thin, and because of the condition it had been kept in, it was messy, creased. After it had been hung, the image on the computer appeared creased as well. So I came with the bright idea of ironing the green material. I got the iron and tried it on a little patch, but it burned the material. I had another bright idea, of course. Take a cloth, put it on top of the green material, and iron it that way. We spread the green material on the floor, took a big cloth, and my husband started ironing it. The cloth was smaller than the green material, so my husband had to move it around. He ironed almost all the green material after he finished. I was sitting on the couch and he started talking to me while holding the iron and looking my way. I had to watch with horror in my eyes as he put the iron on the green material while telling me something. I didn't even have the power to say something because at this point the green material was folded and he had made 4 iron-shaped holes in it. I looked for a while, not being able to find my words, and he slowly looked down, realizing when he had done. Needless to say, he didn't use the green screen after all.
Like, I did this before. If I was high, I would know I was dying right now. But you don't smoke? But it's not on no shit where I'm like, you know, smoking, but like, bro, it's just not me. Like,
Yeah, nah. I'm not smoking, bro. I can see the there.
Yeah.
3 years.
That shit, like, takes you to a different dimension.
I be feeling like I'm supposed to be like God. My body be like,
He said, I don't smoke.
I wish I felt like how it was cheap. It's so crazy. Those are the shoes I have.
It's time to share funny stories. Let's laugh a bit. I thought it would be a great idea to share funny stories from our nursing life, other than sad, angry ones that we are so full of. I'll go first. I was recently doing a one-on-one with a very confused patient. They were restless in bed and would not settle despite all of my efforts. So I decided to let them get out of bed and walk it off for a bit before I redirected them to bed. The patient went around the ward picking up imaginary dirt from the floor and would hand them to me. We spent a good hour doing this until I managed to redirect them to their room. Finally, the patient settled and fell asleep. In their sleep, the patient started to bark. I could not hold my laugh, and I woke up the patient. Luckily, they went back to sleep right away. Let's have let's laugh together.
Hey, yo, remember watching this throwback like 10 seconds when he's moving his arm? Was you dancing to that? I think it's it.
I'm sure you got the motions out. He's very like dramatic person. When I talk like I talk with my hands.
Nah, have you ever fucked somebody from your videos that you met?
For my videos,
Yeah.
bro, like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, when I hear you recording, like, when you laughing, you just be like, fucking, so like, even if I'm like my bad and shit, she tell me, it just be like, I'll be like in video mode and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is a funny story about my
Like, I don't know
GF.
how to go back.
Oh, funny story with my GF about hair loss. Last night, my girlfriend and I were in bed talking, and we somehow go to the discussion about hair. She asked me point blank, "Are you going to go bald?" She really likes my hair, and I have never discussed the fact that I've been on topical fin/minute fin for about 2 years. I told her, "Look at my dad. He went bald at 28." I saw a mild panic in her eyes, and she told me her roommate takes Propecia, and I should look into it as well. I mentioned to her, I heard that stuff lowers your sex drive, and she said that be good thing for me. LOL. Wow, that's that's crazy, bro.
Insight? Yeah, no,
Oh, you went on YouTube.
and my 50% 18 to 24-year-olds, 24% 15 to 34-year-olds. Yeah, and then 8% 13, 17. So like, what my video like? I wonder what yours is.
So, I'm not gonna lie, like,
26% of what?
that's really,
53. Ew.
My age group was
fucking, I was like, you know, cause when I was like 13 and 17, it's different than what I like now and stuff like that. So I really wanted to, like, when I be going out, so I really had to do, we were filming, we had to talk, so when I was hearing me talk, in my car, I'm talking, like, they got me talking for my birthday, cause I'm sad as fuck. So, like, they
So
all,
when the sports money fall off, it's over, bro.
I still was rocking the
That is never World Cup.
yeah, I can see it.
World Cup is good.
They're the best thing in the world, though. Crocs, monsters. But they're really comfortable, man.
Crocs. There you go.
Hitties are
Yes,
ass.
sir. I'm not in. Me neither. I'm not.
I don't even know what to do. I don't suck. I don't suck.
Especially some of it.
You know, if a girl has her shirt off, that won't arouse me.
Yeah.
Like I just like that.
Ass.
You got to go
You got ass.
See that ass?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like, but you can do more with, I'm not asking, but you do more with boobs than you can with ass, unless, like, you
Hey,
do,
what is that?
you know, ass.
And what is it? Have you ever ate ass?
No, what is that?
You do more with what? pussy.
Have you been to college?
Yeah.
You dropped out? Yeah. That's what I want to do. I'm not advising that.
I did my best.
I know. But I'm saying like I never went to college. I never went to college. Right?
You never did? But bro, you've been public since you were like 16.
Yeah. But doing that, just trying to.
Oh, my question for you is like, how does that feel? Like, I feel like you're probably thinking, like, damn, did I reach my peak? Bro, like, how does that feel like, like doing this like since like an early age?
When I was like I started doing shit like 15.
Well, let's talk about that really.
But bro, wait, bro, I was like, no, bro, yeah, bro, my shit is burning. That's why one of the things, like, yeah, bro, I promise. But listen, let me know that this is the same day. It's not, yeah, this is from the same day that, like, we're trying to, we're gonna use the money after this and just invest into a better, but we're getting better chairs. If you know good chairs, let me know.
Any share, but I'm so sorry.
No, that's what I told him. Listen, my Instagram got deleted and my Twitter. Because I'm just so natural on the internet, myself on the internet. I told him to DM them because they did my whole setup at my crib. I DM'd them. I was like, hey, I'm going to start streaming. I wanted to know if y'all wanted to sponsor it. They sent everything.
Bro, how the fuck do y'all niggas be doing this shit, bro?
I'm gonna tell you. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So when I was listening to the Instagram videos, I started popping up there. You know what I'm saying? Moving to LA or whatever and shit like that. And it was just crazy how just switching from like YouTube, from switching from Instagram skits to YouTube, just so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I did Instagram and I got to like 800K, and I was just like, my shit just fell off. Like it's stuck there. Like the way you was stuck at 240, I hate 800, bro. Because 800, I was just stuck there. Instagram just for so long. To the point I'm just like, bro, my views is going down, and I just figured like, bro, I gotta pivot. Like some way I have to pivot because I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it. You know? And I was at King Baxter's crib, bro. Like I'm at King Baxter's crib, they're shooting shit like that. And I'm really just thinking like, my shit is over. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad. So I'm like, I gotta figure out what to do. With YouTube, my sister started doing it, and she did a video, and she didn't want me to post it on her channel and edit it. And I just didn't want to edit it, so I pushed it off for like 4 days. But the video was actually kind of funny when I started editing it. I'm like, I'm gonna just post this on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of funny. So it was some like mukbang or some like hot wing challenge. Posting on my shit, that shit was crazy. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I did videos prior to it, it was like 2,000 views, like 3,000 views ass. Like it was ass. It was like by myself. Did some of my shit like, oh shit, 100K views. I'm like my sister and me didn't like that dynamic we was talking about. Did another shit. I was looking at his brother shit. I'm like, oh, okay, like I see like okay, the brother sister relationship, like they fucked with that. Let me do some shit like okay, my sister took me, like she took fuck. I find out she has like a boyfriend. She checked out she has a girlfriend, a boyfriend on the mukbang. That shit went up. I'm like, damn, this is what it is. So I'm just going back and forth. But I was getting 100,000 subscribers a week. Crazy. I'm like, it was crazy. It's crazy as fuck. Like I got 1 million in 2 months. Like those subscribers in 2 months.
How did you get 1 million subscribers?
Yes.
No, the niggas in your comments. I remember that video.
Oh, but that's because it was like, as a young kid, you know what I'm saying? You make a YouTube, you make a subscriber, it's a different thing. But I was like, I got to, I think it was like 70K subscribers at like 15, but it was like from getting 2,000 views, like literally 2,000, 3,000 views. So the difference from that to each video getting like 1 million, I'm like, shit, like this is crazy. That's why I say I got 2 million because it took a year break, you know what I'm saying? A year break. And I was like, whatever, and that was just 70 days. That was just people I found out Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, so the YouTube, so that's why Daryl made that joke.